What's up YouTube? For today's video, I want to share a new pickup I got from Reebok, and these are the Reebok Classic Leather Legacies. Apparently, Reebok recently re-innovated their OG Classic Leather sneaker, but turned it into a more modern silhouette. To be honest, this sneaker went over my radar, but I actually ran into them through my Instagram feed where I saw an ad and I just was tempted and they got me, so I purchased them and here they are. So I actually unboxed these just earlier, but my first impressions is that I was really hyped. Right off the bat, as I was unboxing these sneakers, I noticed that they were pre-packaged in a way where each shoe was individually wrapped. I really appreciate that detail because as I unwrapped them, I noticed that they used some pretty nice soft suede on these sneakers. And so by protecting them, they wrap each shoe individually so that they reduce the friction and rub and the wear down. And again, the little details really matter. So in this video, I want to talk about the materials, the fit, do an on-foot, and compare these to the OG Classic Leathers. With that being said, you know the drill, so let's get into it. In hand here, I have the burnt amber, alabaster, and chalk colorway. Up close, you can see that they use a lot of different materials on this shoe. Starting with the upper, the materials that actually caught me off guard is the stuff that they use here along the toe box, as well as the lateral side of the shoe. This material is like a very thin ripstop nylon type of material, and actually it's a little bit see-through. So when you're wearing these, especially in bright light, you might be able to see through the shoe a little bit, so your choice of socks will matter when you wear these sneakers. On the medial and lateral sides of the shoe, you have that classic and iconic Reebok Vector logo in this amber colorway. When you see it up close though, you can see that they have a pretty nice and glossy finish to the logo, which I really like. I also really like how this amber colorway contrasts with the chalk and the cream colorway. As we go through the upper here though, the materials and the overlays start to get a little crazy. As we start along the toe box and move along the lateral side of the mud guard, as well as the eye stays, you can see that there's a nice soft suede. However, when you move to the back of the heel area, they use the same colored suede but a different type, where it's a more hairy and rough type of suede in the back. On the lateral side of the shoe, you have a nice leather patch with the logo branding on it near the lace holes. And the heel tab on the back is also a nice suede or felt type of material with a nice Reebok branding embossed on there. Moving to the top, they use this deconstructed style tongue where the foam is exposed here. This has definitely been a more common trend, at least in lifestyle sneakers as of recently. Also, moving along the tongue, you'll notice that the lace holder mechanism is a little different than usual. You don't have the usual holes where the laces go through, but instead they use this kind of plastic material to form these holes in which the laces go through instead, which is a different but a nice touch. Down at the base of the tongue, you have a nice and simple reflective hit. And that's pretty much the upper in a nutshell, at least the major parts anyway. But let's move to the midsole. Now the midsole is what actually impressed me most aside from the silhouette of this sneaker. Apparently with this model, Reebok incorporated an EVA midsole, which first impressions when I put these on feet, they felt really responsive. The appearance and volume of the midsole also adds to the silhouette, where you have a little bit of a thicker layer here towards the heel, and then when you move to the back, it has this more aggressive angulation to it. When you look at the outsole under the shoe, you have a pretty classic traction pattern common with the classic leather model. Towards the forefoot, you have these rubber circular pods, and then when you move to the midfoot and rear foot, you have the Reebok logo, and in the rear foot, you have these straight line traction patterns. Let's transition and do a quick comparison between the legacies here and the classic OG leathers here. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the OG Classic Leathers. This sneaker just brings me a lot of nostalgic value. It has a lot of rich history. It's a clean silhouette and it's very easy to wear. I'll admit right now that these legacies are a huge upgrade compared to the OG Leathers. From the quality of the materials, to the comfort, to the silhouette, I just feel like they did a really good job upgrading and making this silhouette more modern. The materials are just better, it's just an overall softer and more breathable and more comfortable shoe. And again, I think they just killed it with the more modernized silhouette, incorporating the deconstructed tongue, the thicker midsole, the posterior angulation on the heel. And overall, the silhouette just looks much more fashion forward, aggressive, and with the times. The traction depth on the legacies are also much deeper, and the tread just feels better in terms of traction and grip, which ultimately also adds to the overall comfort and value and performance. So personally, again, I think Reebok killed it with this rendition. I think Reebok did a great job paying homage to the OGs while at the same time incorporating components to make the silhouette much more fashion forward and with the times. In terms of sizing, I went 9.5 with both of these sneakers, which is my true Reebok size. If you're between sizes, I would probably size down. I'm usually between a 9.5 and 10, but in the case of the Reeboks, I went down to 9.5 and it fit me perfectly. So I would love to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts and opinions on this new Reebok Classic Legacy silhouette? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions about this model here, let me know in the comments below and I'll help you the best I can. If you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more content on sneakers and fashion and things of that sort. Be sure to check out my previous Reebok videos here and here. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.